Well, I got another thru hiker attempting a thru hike, getting close to finishing. In fact, give us your trail name.
Chili Dog.
Chili Dog. How in the world did you get a name called Chili Dog?
Just eating chili dogs.
Eating chili dogs. How many can you eat?
I can probably eat 5.
5 is all?
That's probably, yeah.
On a bad day. When we're gonna let the car pass. They know in my interviews, cars pass about every time I open the camera. When did you start, Chili Dog?
March 21st.
Go ahead and open that water and take you a sip of water. I was sitting here thinking of some new questions I could ask. How do you keep a positive attitude on a bad day?
Oh, it's just so beautiful out here. It's not that hard.
I said bad day.
I just sit down and relax. I don't try not to let it get to me.
That's good. Can you go back in time and let your mind think about how you felt when you crossed that first state line from Georgia? And do you think that the human mind can really comprehend how hard it is to hike the Appalachian Trail before you ever hike it?
That's a great question. Getting into Georgia was a huge, or getting out of Georgia into, I guess we came into Tennessee from there.
North Carolina.
It was North Carolina
Yeah,
first.
North Carolina.
It was pretty awesome. And then as far as like, I had no idea it was going to be this difficult.
Yeah.
I feel like every day I've done the best I can.
Sure. But I'm just, sitting here trying to think through some of the stuff that I think about while y'all hiking, and I can't even believe you're able to do it, much less my wife when she did it. But I don't know if I think the human mind is capable of comprehending how hard it is unless you're actually doing it. I don't know if you can sit at home in a chair and watch a YouTube video. I don't know if your mind can comprehend it.
Yeah, I watched tons of YouTube videos on it, and yeah, it's not something
you can't paint that picture until you walk it.
Yeah.
Isn't that right?
I think that's accurate.
How often, if any, have you thought about stopping?
When I get done, I guess. I think about Katahdin a lot.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Now, what about quitting? Have you thought about quitting in
No.
it? Okay. And have you given any thought then, you said, let's let the car pass. You kind of gave it away when I asked you that. So you think about Katahdin a good bit? I
do. Yeah, I'm at a point where, yeah, it's kind of my goal, is to just get it.
How do you think you're going to react emotionally?
I have no idea.
That's cool. That's what it's all about. How many rainy days have you hiked this year?
At least a dozen, I'd say.
I would bet more. I bet you just forgot a few.
Yeah.
Can you remember your worst day or your best day?
Worst day, best day. Worst days probably was when it was snowing in, my worst day might have been my first day.
Okay.
Snowing and my water bottles froze and it was tough and I wasn't sure. I was like, I don't know if I can make it, but I'm going to try. And my best day, I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to answer.
Yeah, that's tough.
You have a lot of good days.
Yeah.
So it's hard to pick out just one.
Mm-hmm.
I thought one might just stand out in front of you. Will you summit on a bad day, or will you, meaning weather-wise, or will you wait for the weather to break?
I'll summit on whatever day.
When you get there, you're going to summit.
Yeah.
Have you considered already hiking another long-distance hike?
Yeah.
And which one would it be?
Pacific Crest Trail.
Okay. You already thinking about that?
Yeah, I was thinking about it during this hike.
Have you already thought about possibly being a triple crowner?
I haven't thought of that yet.
Okay.
It's one at a time.
I've told this to a lot of people. I'm going to see what your reaction is going to be. Had you met anyone that had thru-hiked the Appalachian Trail prior to you stepping foot on the Appalachian Trail?
Yes.
How many?
Just one.
And do you remember when you met him?
I met her in 2002.
What did you think about her when you met her?
She was just starting the trail, and I thought, that's a really cool idea. I don't have the time to do that sort of thing.
Now, you talked to her after she finished?
Yeah, and she had an awesome time.
And did it impress you?
Yes, it did.
Big time?
Yes.
Now, do you realize how many people you're going to impress big time when you finish hiking the Appalachian Trail?
Yeah, I hadn't really thought of that.
I know you haven't. I can realize that on your face. Everybody that you meet almost, you will be the first person that's ever hiked the Appalachian Trail.
I guess that's true.
And I'll say congratulations to you now because I know you're going to make it.
Well, thanks.
And hopefully we'll get to see the Katahdin picture. Anything else or anything you might want to share with somebody out there looking at this that's thinking about hiking the Appalachian Trail?
Just if you do it, just take it one day at a time, and you can get through it. It's possible.
As you got family members following you on any way? Do you have an Instagram or something like that?
Yeah.
Do you want to share any of that? Do you mind if people watch?
No.
Okay. It's just for the family?
Yeah.
Okay. And brothers or sisters?
Oh yeah, I've got tons.
What do they think about you being out here?
They think I'm on another crazy adventure.
So you've had others?
Yeah, this is nothing new.
Oh, well maybe, would you share one with me?
Oh sure, I bicycled from Vermont to California.
Okay.
And when I was in my 20s.
Okay.
And I travel a lot through South America and Central America.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Compare that to this.
This is a lot harder.
A lot harder?
Yeah.
How long of a time did it take you to do one of those events? Like this may take you 5 months, I assume.
It took me 6 weeks across the country, and South and Central America I just do like 2 weeks at a time. 2 weeks.
We got a car coming and then we're getting ready to wrap it up, so once we get by here, I'll ask you like I ask everybody, do you want to say hello to anybody out there?
Yeah, my wife Jenny.
That's a good answer.
I love you, sweetheart.
That's a real good answer. Thank you for the interview, and good luck for the rest of the hike, Chili Dog.
Oh, thanks.
God bless you every step between here and Katahdin.
I appreciate that.
Hey guys, yesterday I ran into Chili Dog, and I just met him for the first time. He's over there talking to I Believe right now. And we've run into him again this morning because I accidentally kept his puppy yesterday, and it was real easy for us to find him this morning. But it was kind of a hectic time when I was interviewing him. You heard me, and I'm splicing these together, so I'm putting this together. You heard him give the answers to some questions, but since we've been here, I've asked him if I could cut the camera back on. Getting ready to walk over here to him and I Believe, and ask him a few more questions because he's said a few things that's really interesting to me. So we're going to see. Hey, I Believe.
And I learned from reading their journals not to use that here.
Huh.
You know, so this will be the same thing.
All right, I've got Chili Dog back today, and he come out, and like I've already told you, I've got his puppy back to him that I accidentally took from him. But I was talking to him about his pack just now. We've been talking about when he started back in Springer. And tell me how big your pack was when you started.
It's probably about 42 pounds.
42 pounds, and what's happened since then?
I've got a new pack and changed out some gear and lightened it up to about 30 pounds. Full.
Maybe less than that today.
Probably less than that today.
I didn't pick it up yet, but I can look at the pack and tell that pack has got to be in the 20s.
Probably
right now with no water in it.
Depending on my food and all that, yeah.
You and I were just talking about the flip-floppers this year, and you know, we made a lot of comments about it. I laughed when you chuckled when you said you enjoy seeing them come out at this time, knowing that they're just starting. Not anything funny against them, but just to enjoy the experience of seeing that. Talk to me about that.
So it's really energizing when they come out because it puts you back in the place when you started. And it's exciting. It's great to see them out, and I love to see people on the trail. I just think it's wonderful.
You saw two girls with some lawn chairs or sitting chairs.
With sit chairs, and it's when you see people come out in the beginning and they have this equipment, they're gonna get rid of it. But I don't like to tell them, get rid of it. You have to experience that this isn't gonna work for you. But yeah, sit chairs, you'll never carry that the whole way.
None of that. How many times have you been around somebody since you've been hiking for a period of time? You know, like say for 6 or 7 days?
Oh, probably half the time.
Because you started not with a group, but you formed a group early, is what Ringo told me.
Yep.
It was 8 of y'all.
Yeah, 6 total.
6, and there's only 1 left.
That's me.
That's you. And are you staying in touch with any of those?
Yeah, so I think one has come back on the trail. He went home to the doctor, so he's behind me. And then one has skipped a bunch of miles because he's here on a 6-month visa, and he had to do some stuff in the States. So he's coming back on the trail in Salisbury, so I'll see him.
And then the guy that's coming to do a 0 with you today, He's one of the guys too that was part of the 8?
Yeah, Goldilocks, and he dropped out in Shenandoah.
But yet he's coming back because he's got a house that's kind of close to here, so that you're able to do a 0 with.
Yeah, and that's going to be wonderful.
That is a wonderful thing. Now, did you know that? Did y'all talk about that when y'all were hiking south, that he had a place up here?
Yep.
And at the time, y'all all were going to meet and hang out up here?
That was the plan, yeah.
Now it's just 2 of y'all.
Yeah.
That's good. You're having a good day today, aren't you?
Oh yeah, this is nice.
And it's got good weather. It was a little chilly last night, not real bad. We weren't as chilly really where we were in the truck, but what's the next thing in front of you, or have you looked at the map, or are you the kind of guy that just hikes what's right in front of you today? Do you know anything in front of us that you're looking forward to, or that you're not looking forward to?
Well, I'm really looking forward to getting to Vermont because I have family there. So
right.
That's kind of my goal right now.
Uh-huh. And then what about the in Maine? Have you ever hiked up in Maine?
I have not, no. So I'm very curious how that
Have you looked at any information or studied anything about that?
A little bit. I try not to look at the profiles.
Okay. That's
because I don't want to psych myself out.
Good or bad?
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, this could be the friend of somebody driving up or something, but I wanted to take another minute just to say hello again to Chili Dog and just get a little bit more information from him. Anything else you might want to share or say before we get out of here?
Oh, just that I love you, Jenny, and that's my wife, and everybody have a great day. Okay.
If they have half as good a day as we're having, they're going to have a good day, aren't they, Chili?
That's true.
Okay, give me your trail name.
My trail name's Oven.
Oven, O-V-E-N? Mm-hmm. How'd you get that name?
Basically because I was cooking and eating a lot at the beginning of the trail, which most people don't really have an appetite at the beginning.
Sure.
I had the opposite problem where I was cooking like 3 to 4 dinners. I would stop for like breakfast and lunch to cook. So I was just cooking all the time and eating.
Where you from, Oven?
I'm from Waynesville, North Carolina, near Asheville.
Sure. So you started down near home.
Yeah, not too far.
Walking away from home.
Yeah, it wasn't too far of a drive.
You started in March?
Mm-hmm. March 19th.
Are you on your 3rd pair of shoes?
I am on my 4th.
4th pair of shoes, okay.
I had some shoe problems, so.
Okay. And I'm not going to keep you because I want you to tell me what you're getting ready to try to do a 40-mile day today.
Yeah, so.
That's highly unusual on YouTube. People's going to look at this. They know people that's done big miles. So tell them why, first of all, you're doing it.
Yeah, so I have a group of friends that I hiked with most of the trail with. They're called the Pancake Pals, and they are 43 miles ahead of me, and I would like to catch them today, so hopefully to do 43 miles today.
What's your longest day?
35 miles is my longest.
How did it feel when you did that?
Surprisingly not that bad. I got to camp around like 7:30, so a doable distance, I guess.
How many miles have you hiked today so far? Do you know?
About 7, 8.
8? Okay. Anybody you want to say hello to out there? Mom or dad or brother or sister or boyfriend or somebody on YouTube?
Sure. I'll say hi to my mom and dad. They've been so supportive on this trail so far, so it's been awesome.
And that's important, isn't it?
Yeah, it has helped me out a lot.
Okay. Now you're right out of college, or?
Yeah, I finished school. I went to school for forestry technology. I finished school, was taking some seasonal jobs, and had an opportunity to do this, so it's been awesome.
Somebody watching this YouTube, young girl like you, thinking about doing the Appalachian Trail, what would you tell them?
That they should definitely do it now before they don't get a chance. Normally at my age, a lot of people don't have commitments yet, so it's kind of nice to be able to come out here and do this for a couple months and not have to worry about a lot. So
I believe you want to say something. She's over to my side. Okay. All right. Well, I'm not going to keep you unless you've got something else you might want to share with us before we leave.
I think I'm good. Thank you so much for the trail magic and y'all being out here. It's awesome.
God bless every step between here and Katahdin. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Good deal. Okay, I got 2 more through hikers, and I'm not going to keep them long. We're here in New York, and it's a lot of rocks. Give me your trail name and something about you.
I'm Donut. I grew up in New Hampshire, and I live in California.
Donut, how'd you get that name?
Well, I got to a road crossing, and a woman offered me some trail magic, and I put down a whole box of Krispy Kremes. Didn't have a trail name yet, and so she named me Donut.
So do you like donuts?
I do.
Let me catch you out hiking with you. Give us something about you.
Hi, my name is Mustachio.
Tell me how to spell that and I'll explain.
M-U-S-T-A-C-H-I-O.
And I know how to spell donuts, so I ain't going to have to ask
you. So, I'm from St. Louis.
St. Louis?
And
I've been on the trail 72 days.
Where'd you start?
I started at Springer.
Springer Mountain, and you've done it this far in 72 days.
Yes,
You're doing pretty
yes.
doggone good.
Yes, I did do the approach trail actually.
Wow,
I guess
you got that extra 8 miles.
Amicalola.
Yeah, Amicalola Falls. What's been the best part of the trail for you?
I'll tell you, the biggest surprise for me on the trail was New Jersey. How beautiful it was.
Okay.
I knew about all the other places, but New Jersey turned it out. I don't know what I expected of New Jersey, but what I got was not what I expected.
Okay, good deal. Donut, tell me how the trail has changed since you started in Springer. I mean, how has it changed you or your thoughts about it? I need to get out of the way.
Can she get by you?
Yeah, I don't believe. Sherry, come move the truck, babe. There's somebody getting out, trying to get out. My wife's gonna move the truck so somebody can get out, and we'll keep talking.
Well,
yeah, I've been trying to figure that out.
The crowd has thinned out a little bit. I think I was above 1,600 when I registered at the end of March, and I was 300 and something at Harper's Ferry. So there are fewer hikers around, but those who are still on the trail are they know what it's taken to get here, and so there's a lot of respect out there. And what I like to see is respect for the day hikers and the section hikers too, because we all lace up the boots and hike the same trail. We may not go as far, but it's nice to see. It's nice to see people out there.
Do either of you have a date that you need to be finished by? Maybe an event you're trying to get finished by? Okay.
We're going to be back at work August 3rd.
August, what kind of work?
I'm a fireman.
No way. I've did 30 years in Baton Rouge, career firefighter. Where at? What?
Little community in St. Louis County called Afton.
How did you get 6 months off from the fire department?
Guys that I work with, I had done trade time with me. They were working for me.
Really?
When I get back, I'll have to pay them back.
Wow.
Before I even went, I was started to work for someone.
Do you do 24-hour shifts?
I do the 48-96.
Okay, I know it.
Okay, that's
okay.
what I do.
Cool. Congratulations. How long have you been a firefighter?
Since '85.
Wow.
So
you want to be retired?
Yeah, no, I got till 60.
Well, y'all don't have the what we call the drop, put 30 years in and get 90%?
No,
okay.
Don't have that.
Wow, wow.
Wish we did.
Yeah, we were the first city to ever have it. A lot of cities have copped it. We were the first city to have a #1 rating for the insurance rating too, back when I first was in 1970, 72. Congratulations on that. Now tell me a little bit about your hiking. How long have you been thinking about doing the Appalachian Trail?
My first exposure to the Appalachian Trail was when I was probably 12. We went up to Clingman's Dome and I saw the sign for the Appalachian Trail, and since then I've always wanted to try to do it.
Wow. Donut, when did you decide you want to do something like this? You've said you've hiked before now, so tell me a little bit.
Well, I grew up in New Hampshire, and you know about it.
Oh, yeah.
From the get-go. So probably a good 25 years I've been wanting to do this.
And you've hiked in New Hampshire a good bit?
I have.
So you know what the whites are about.
I do.
You're smiling.
Yeah, it's a challenge, but it's doable. Lots of people have done it, and you just have to adjust your pace expectations. And
do people that find out you're from there, do they want information, or do they want to just kind of be surprised?
Absolutely, I wanted information when I heard.
Okay, that's what I was curious about.
Yeah.
And then, so you're able to kind of give them a little bit about what they're going to go to.
A little bit, but it's such a big difference sometimes when you go for a day hike or 2 or 3 days. Today is a magnificent day, and anybody would hike today. Mm-hmm. And the difference going through tough sections on a day like this or a rainy day is quite a big difference.
All right, I'm not going to keep y'all much longer. Do you want to say anything else, either one of you? Or say hello to somebody?
I just want to thank you for what you're doing for so many of the hikers out here, and for the soda and the support. It's remarkable. I think all of the trail magic is remarkable, and I want to thank Susan and the Hike Man for today's water. Thank you very much.
Good deal.
Yeah, Susan and the Hike Man, and I just wanted to say that I never expected to experience the kindness of people like this on the trail ever.
That's the one big common thing I get on all my interviews.
Yeah.
People are impressed with what happens to them and how many people are willing to give them something for nothing, not expecting anything in return.
It's remarkable. Just pure signs of grace from
Yeah.
people from all walks of life, and they're just totally supportive of what we're trying to do. It's really nice.
God bless every step between here and Katahdin, guys.
Thank you.
She's giving them something else.
Macadamia
Macadamia nuts.
Thank you so much.
you.
I
Okay.
don't want to be
Okay.